do it, or it's just
No, both times they canceled it themselves.
okay?
It's kind of annoying. Like, I already want to get this done, but they keep on moving it. And I'm
Oh,
already working again, so I asked for an off for 2 months. I mean, it was just for a month, and then they had to move it. And then I had to move, like, I had to ask for another off, like, for a month just to prepare, and then they moved it again.
I know. That's yeah.
It's just frustrating.
Mm. So,
Like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. I, I don't, I haven't rebooked. I think I'm just gonna choose a new test center. I
uh-huh.
don't know if it has something to do with the test center, but what do you think? Is it just like the test center?
Where do you
Maybe
where do you register? Is it Cambridge or IDP or British Council?
British Council.
Oh, okay. That's yeah. Okay.
And
So
then
what
yeah,
what
sorry, go
do
ahead.
what do you mean by a different test center?
Kasi they sent me an email like, okay, it has been canceled, whatever. And then because the first time when they canceled it, they were like, let us know if you want a refund or you want your test date transferred. That's why I chose like to just transfer it to February 27. My
Mm.
original test date was January 16. And then this time, the email I had earlier, there was just like, let us know for the process of cancellation, something like that. Like, what do you mean just cancel it? I mean, let us know how you're gonna get the refund. Like, that's what just the email had. They're like, what do you mean just like return the money? So like, you're just gonna give me my money back, and you're not even gonna try to transfer my test date. And then I got an email that it's not a guarantee, even if you yeah, we can rebook your test, but it's still not a guarantee that you can take an exam. Like, okay, so I might just get my money back and then rebook at another test center. I want ko, diba, kasyong ko nga lang yung
Sure.
test center talaga. I
Ganahan.
don't know. It
Ganahan ko
just
ano mo
so
syunga-syunga.
stressful. Mga syunga.
Okay, so yeah, you can try. So you booked with the British Council. Try the Cambridge maybe.
Pero, like, alam ko, there is ano lang, British Council and IDP lang.
Dinhi
I
sa
mean, I really don't
Canada.
actually. Pero, basta kasi dalawa yung test center namin dito.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay.
yun yung isa kasi parang paper-based, kaya doon ako sa kabila ng computer-based. Ngayon, parang nakahanap ako ng isa na meron ding option na paper, na ano din, computer-based. So, like, I think I'll just have to rebook. I mean, to
Okay,
take,
try, and then if it gets cancelled again, we'll just
ayoko na mag-take a risk na ma-cancel again. Parang like, grabe na. Tas, it took me 3 months just to book for that test. Like, the last time I had to book it around November, January pa ako naka-exam. Tapos baka mag-antay na naman ako ng gano'ng katagal. So, I
Yeah.
don't know. Pero, yeah, I think I'll try to take it like around second week of March para matapos na. I'm just so done. Like, I mean, I'm okay. I'm happy that it was extended.
Yeah, because
But
it's like okay,
I
we
want to go
I,
back to my normal life.
yeah, you're just prolonging the agony.
I
Like
know. Like, am I gonna pass or not?
some
Because like, if I'm ever, what if I fail this time and then like, diba, I'll have to wait for a long time again. Parang, gusto ko nang matapos. Tama na po, charot.
ay makalingaw magkadayo eh. So we have Arti. Arti, hello. There was a Allah, something like that. And okay, I don't know. Okay, we can start now. We have Arti. Hello, Arti.
Oh, hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good, 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 good. So maybe you and Christine can start with the
Yeah.
examiner candidate thing.
Alright.
Christine, you
I'll-
should just relax now.
No,
You're so
no.
lucky
Oh yeah.
that your exam got cancelled.
I I know, I know. I mean, it's just I'm just really not happy about it, knowing that I'm going back to work again, and I wouldn't be able to study. For example, I'll study in like the second week of March, and I'm focused, or I might forget about the information because I'm focused on my work again. Like, I just. But yeah. All right. Anyway, I'll ask you questions so we can practice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna start with. I'll just go directly to speaking part. Hold on, sorry. Where is it?
I'll just grab my timer.
Have you gone through the Cambridge 9?
No idea.
Okay, all right, okay. What for part 1? What? Oh wait, sorry. Do we ask part 1 to part 3? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, okay. For part 1, what games are popular in your country?
Well, I think there are a lot of, but specifically if I have to mention, then it is comedy, action, thriller, and recently there is a trend of movies based on life events of any person. So yes, all these are quite popular in my country.
I asked like about games, right? Games.
Sorry, did I heard you wrong?
Sorry, yeah, I think so. Oh, did you hear me say movies?
Yes, I heard about movies.
Films. I think
Okay.
Artie thought it was films. You were asking.
Films. Okay, all right. I'll ask again. Sorry. What games are popular in your country?
Like
I
sports.
think, yeah. Now this is, it is audible to me. So I think a lot of games are popular in my country. If I have to choose one over here, or if I have to choose few, then I would say it is cricket, football, and hockey also sometimes.
All right. Do you play any games?
Well, to be honest, I do not now. But when I was in college or in my school, I used to play badminton and cricket also few times with the boys.
How do people learn to play games in your country?
Well, I think most of the children here, they are learning by looking at their role models on TV, or others, like if they want to do some kind of coaching, there are various options over here, like sports club, or specifically there is a club for cricket in my area. So yes, I think we have all kind of facilities available here to learn sports.
All right. Do you think it's important for people to play games with each other?
Yes, I really feel that. And the reason behind this is that these days more of the children are spending their time watching TV, or watching YouTube channel on internet. So this is kind of activities that creates a sedentary lifestyle for them. I personally believe if all the children go out and play with others, they will increase their physical stamina, their thinking abilities will also increase. So I am completely in favor of going out and play.
Okay, thank you. For part 2, Arti, are you able to make me a host?
Sure.
Ma'am is the host.
Sure.
Arti,
Sure. I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right, thank you.
So that you can share something.
Yes, all right. Arti, I will show the question and read and let me know it. I can start the timer.
Okay.
So,
Now you are the host.
All right, there you go. Do you see it now?
yes.
Okay, I'll start your 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So there's 1 minute. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for watching. 2 million people. Wow. Amazing. Hello, guys. Thank you for watching.
And your time is up. And your 2-minute time starts now.
Okay, so I think in India there are a lot of open air or street markets. But if I had to choose one, then I will talk here about the market which is in the city center of Pune. This is in a posh area, and I think it must have been around 5 years that I have started going over there. Before that, I was not aware about this place. This place basically sells everything starting from clothes, shoes, grocery, and jewelry. Jewelry is actually famous over there. So whenever I go in the city center, I always enjoy some time having delicious food over there. Usually I go with my husband, and we all know that men are never interested in shopping kind of activities. So he always opt to sit in the cafe over there, and I go inside the city center market. This market is actually an open air where we have these stall arranged that they are selling these items that I've mentioned. Most of these items are quite cheaper as compared to the malls or other big markets over here. It is quite affordable. The best thing about this market is the location, and another thing is whenever I go there, I see some or other thing that has been quite in the trend at that time, or something usually that is always being available in a metropolitan city, but the small cities never enjoy. So yes, it is quite better comparatively to the small street markets we see in the small towns or so. I would also like to mention over here is that the jewelry that I usually buy from there is actually elegant and quite antique also sometimes, because this kind of material
And your time is up. Your time is up. Sorry for interrupting. Okay, let's proceed to part 3. Do people in your country enjoy going to open air markets that sell things like food, clothes, or old objects?
Yes, I think so. And I think people here are more interested to go in open markets compared to malls, because here people have these tradition coming from their, from the older people in their family who used to go buy products from open market, and there were no malls that time. So children also have learned same thing from their parents and the seniors in their house. Now this same is going in this generation as well. Yes, there may be some people that do not enjoy open market because of the crowd over there, but still I think it is quite popular in my country.
Okay. Do you think young people feel the same about shopping at markets as older people?
Well, it depends, I guess. A lot of young people, yes, they do enjoy going to open markets or these kind of markets which sells product at affordable or cheap prices. But this generation is changing slowly, and they are moving towards more to in malls or in supermarkets where everything is available at one place. It is kind of a one-stop shop where where a person doesn't have to move a lot inside and search for the items in the stack. Instead, it is available openly, where you can just choose whatever you want based upon your choices, and you do not have to search a lot as well.
Okay, thank you. All right. What do you think are the advantages of buying things from shops rather than markets?
I think there are some advantages, but if I have to mention one or two over here, the biggest advantage would be the prices. There is definitely differences in the prices, because in malls and all, most of the items are according to the brands and their popularity. But when it comes to small markets or shops, they sell the items not at a very big margin. They instead will see to ensure that they sell it at the lesser prices, so that people will stop going to malls and they will try to come to the small shops and buy their products. So I think, yeah, that's what I feel.
Okay, last question for you. How does advertising influence what people choose to buy?
I think advertisements plays a biggest role over here, because I have noticed that whenever a product is advertised on the television, it grabs more eyeballs, and people do think that if their role models or celebrities are using this product, then definitely it has some benefits, or it may work on them also. So they may go and buy same product from the market or supermarket, or wherever possible. That means it is clearly influencing the people that if their famous personalities are using the same product, it may work on them also, and vice versa. No, I mean, this really affects the people's thought process, and I
Okay, all right. Congratulations for passing the IELTS exam. Right. Ate, what do we do now? Do we do self-evaluation? Do we give comments?
I don't know
So
if you're
just continue. It's gonna be your turn, Christine, because we still have two people,
Right. Okay.
Rishu and Mabubul. Will be
Okay. All right.
next.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yes, you can give me your questions, Arti.
okay. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just opening.
No worries.
I can ask you.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
ready.
please. Or it doesn't really matter.
Anyways, but I still, and the same thing with me. I have to look for it. Anyway, well, okay. If you,
So who's asking?
Artie.
Arti.
Okay, I will ask. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yes, please.
Christine, your first question is about drinking water. Do you think we should drink a lot of water?
Oh, definitely. I personally believe that it is important for us to stay hydrated. I myself try to drink at least 8 to 12 glasses of water because that's the recommended amount of water that's given by scientific researches.
Okay. How often do you drink water?
It doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't have a specific time that I drink my water, but I make sure when I wake up, the first thing I do is to drink water. And from time to time, I drink like maybe 2 glasses of water, or it also depends on my availability. When I'm at work, it's kind of hard for me to drink water because I only have the opportunity to drink some when I'm on my break. So when I'm at home, I try to drink as much as I can.
Okay. One more question. Do you drink bottled water or water from machines?
Off the top of my head, now I'm thinking about it, I realize that I actually don't like drinking anything from maybe machines or drinking from water bottles because I know that these have effects for our environment if we keep on drinking from plastic bottles. So I just drink water from home and not really from water fountains or machines outside as well.
Okay. Thank you. Let's move on to part 2. Your cue card question is, describe a short trip that you often take but you do not like.
Are there bullets?
And your bullets are where you go, when you go there, why you go there, and explain why you do not like this trip.
Okay.
Christine, I think you said about this. Christine, I think you said about this your commute to work before.
I know.
Okay.
I'm still answering the same thing.
So do you want me to change your cue card? I don't mind.
Oh yeah, please, if that's okay, I think. So I can experience other cue cards as well.
Okay. I
Okay,
feel
then I'll
like
give you
there's
the
a
other one.
deja vu. I said, what is it? And then I remember.
Okay, no worries. I'll just quickly change your topic.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay, so the other question is, describe a friend, person who is a good leader. Okay, and bullet points out who this person is, how you know this person, what he does, how this person behaves, why do you think he is a good leader? Okay, I'll quickly start the timer.
Please and thank you.
Okay, I'm just starting. 1 sec. Started. 1 minute.
Arti, can you ask me the same cue card when we have our practice
Yeah,
also? I love this one. I never had this before.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I want to hear this from Christine.
I know. Okay, guys. YouTube, hello. I muted myself from Zoom.
Okay, by the time Christine is ready. Hi,
Okay.
Rishu, how are you?
Is it good? Am I good now?
Yeah, you have 5 seconds left.
Oh, okay.
Okay, done. Start.
Okay. I will be describing about a person that I know personally, and I will be explaining why she is like a good leader. This person that I'm going to describe is my best friend when I was in university. So we both studied bachelor's in science in nursing. She is my best friend because we've been friends since I was in high school until the end of our university. After we, and though it's quite hard maintaining a long distance relationship. When it comes to her attitude with leadership skills, she's extremely intelligent, and I think this is the reason why it was easy for her to manage the busyness of trying to become a leader. She used to be our nursing representative for the nursing division in our university, and our university is also one of the prestigious universities in our city. She is intelligent. She has good leadership and management skills. Also, she is extremely flexible. That even though you throw her different types of problems, she is still able to manage everything accordingly. Nursing division actually entails like around 500 students, and that is not an easy number for you to manage when it comes to student body organization. Also, the reason why I think we became great friends because we had like same goals and future future endeavors that we were trying to achieve back then. We've always wanted to. Okay.
Were you tired?
No, I always run out of things to say.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move to follow-up questions now.
Okay.
Your first question is, who is the head of your family in your culture?
That's an interesting question. Now, I would say Philippines is known for having a patriarchy belief. I think this has something to do with our country and people in the Philippines, especially being colonized by Spaniards, and we have this Roman Catholic belief that it is important to follow the rules of the Bible, and from the Bible we can trace back that they also have the patriarchy dominance, and males are usually the ones who's the head of the family.
Okay. Are men, okay, next one. Are men better at decision making in a family?
I don't think so. It depends on a case to case basis. That's quite unfair for us to assume that men are solely good at trying to decide in terms of family decisions, because you don't really know. I mean, we don't really know what that person was exposed to or what environment did they grow up in. But generally, it's actually obvious that our society nowadays are dominated by men, but that is not because men are intelligent or better at good in decision making. In fact, there's a research that I've read about that. The reason why women are just not very exposed to like, politics or maybe like something that is quite dominating, because they choose to spend more time with their families and kids than trying to deal with the stress of work or politics itself.
Okay. One more question. Do you think that in future there will be more women leaders?
Oh, definitely. Especially with the protests nowadays and the way how women are trying to fight for their rights and the social movements, I can say that there will be more women in the future because they are more recognized nowadays. Whereas before, in early generations, there are stereotypes that women are only good for being housewives or only good for childbearing. But nowadays, it is evident that more women are trying to stand up for themselves. And there are different countries nowadays who have women um, in their in their as political leaders and women as business people and CEO, in fact. And I think that is quite amazing.
Okay. You're done. It was really nice.
I had a lot of grammar slips, man. Okay, thank you.
No, but you used really nice words like patriarchy, then stereotypes. Superb.
Always. That's Christine. She'll get 9.
Yeah,
I had so many
It's
grammar
absolutely
slips.
nice.
Okay,
It's
thank
okay.
you. All
We
right,
make mistakes,
next
but
question.
next question. Okay. So
wants
you
to
are
try?
done with your turn, Christine. So we'll give the table to Rishu, and where is, oh, the other one is missing now. So maybe Rishu. Rishu, how are you?
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi. Okay, so are you ready to speak?
I'm ready to speak, and I'm so sorry. I'm not prepared with the questions today.
No problem, no problem. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I'll be the one to ask, but I'm not ready. Whoever is ready, you can volunteer while I'm looking for those questions.
Do you want me to ask you? Yeah. Or I don't know who wants to. I have questions here.
Okay.
You can ask. You good? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let me start with part 1. How often do you make telephone calls?
Well, if there is any question, I'm a person who is not so talkative, or I can say, I'll prefer to call if I have some urgent work or I need to speak something that can be communicated by phone. So that's the uses of my phone typically.
Great. Who do you spend most time talking to on the phone?
Well, to be honest, I don't spend too much time on talking phone because personally I feel talking too much. If, as I mentioned earlier, if there's something specific and if it's related to my work, I'll definitely prefer to call and try to communicate over the phone. But I'll try to restrict myself if to refrain from.
Okay, you're quite muffled there. Sorry, I can't hear you clearly. But okay, next question.
I think I'm bit maybe because I'm having a little connection or problem over there because I'm facing.
Yeah. I'm not really sure. Can you hear me clearly though?
I can hear you clearly.
Yes. Okay, I'll ask the next question. When do you think you'll make a next telephone call?
Well, I would say that the next goal I'm going to do after finishing our conversation to my husband, because I have some work to ask him, to tell him that what exactly he needs to be finished by the time. So maybe this will be my next call to go for somebody. I didn't get the question.
Okay. Do you sometimes prefer to send a text message instead of telephoning?
Well, if a text message is something which needs to be well, it depends actually. If a text message is very casual, or it's a simple, I would prefer to do a text message. Instead, if something is very, I would say, important, I'll try to call somebody and explain, because I feel communicating something is communication on a phone is good, as comparative to text message.
Okay. For part 2, or sorry, are we extending? It's almost done, I think.
Oh, I didn't see yet.
Okay, all right. We'll do a part 2. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just tell you the question. Okay. Describe a journey that you remember well. Describe a journey that you remember well. Bullet points are where you went, how. Okay.
It's where you went.
Yes, where you went, how you traveled, and why you went on the journey. Okay, then your 1 minute starts now.
Okay.
Okay, guys, YouTube, hello again. Because it's quiet, so I just want to have a filler. Maybe.
And your time is up. The 2 minutes starts now.
Okay. So here I would like to describe a journey which I took in, I believe, if my memory serves me right, it was in 2015, and that was a trip from Mumbai to Goa, and it's actually it's a very far distance, I would say, because it is almost 1,000 kilometers from my place. So, and we and this was a trip taken by my husband and I. We both were working that time, and we got an opportunity in the end of December, where we took a long break and we decided to visit that place. And because Goa is actually, I would say, a very famous destination in India, where not in India, I would say it's around the world, because it's a good, it is famous for beaches. So we decided to spend some quality time there, and okay. And it was we traveled by our own car, because we thought that by going our car would be a great fun, and we'll try to explore some beautiful places on our way. So we traveled, I believe, in at night, around 11 or 12 might be, and we reached our destination in the morning itself by 7 a.m. And why we took actually this a night drive, because while driving in the night, it's actually very peace, because you don't have to face lots of traffic on that road, and you can easily drive without any hurdles and any kind of congestion. So that was actually, I would say, that was a good experience that we took that time, and it was quite fascinating for me because this was my first time when I was going on such a long trip, especially by my own car. And that would. Okay.
And your time is up. Yeah. So
I missed the last question actually.
sorry. Okay, before we proceed, you sound like me. Like, ugh, do it after. Pretend like everything, for everything is okay until after your. Yeah, it's actually okay. You're just trying to make it obvious. So don't do that. So it's not so obvious. Okay, let's proceed to part 3. Why do people need to travel every day?
People need to travel every day because some people need to travel just for their office, and some are travel enthusiasts who like to travel and view the place, visit the places, and to see some new things. I would say because travel is something which gives you the insight of every culture, every tradition, and people love going to see the places because it's a kind of a pleasure for them. I would say.
Okay. What do you think people can learn from traveling to other countries?
Well, people, I would say, learn a lot about countries when they travel because when you visit a new country, you will probably learn about their traditions, their culture, and how the people are living there, and what kind of I would say the atmosphere and what kind of people are there, what they're thinking, and you'll know whenever you enter into a new country and whenever you put yourself at their place, you'll get to know about their insight. I would say because when you travel, you get to know the nitty gritty or nitty and gritty of everything. And by reading, like if you go there, you'll get to know each and everything. That's what I say.
Okay, thank you. Last question. Can travel make a positive difference to the economy of a country?
Yes, I would say yes because right now we know that tourism is a very big sector, and if a country expand their tourism, they will definitely earn a lot of money because nowadays when any person comes to another country, they comes with their big money. They have dollars, they have euros, which is actually a very big amount for a developing country, I would say. So I personally feel because I can give you the example of my own country in India. We would like to we would prefer to entertain so many foreigners because they usually come with a huge amount and they would like to spend on that. And moreover, when the tourism increase, the infrastructure and everything of that country or the city also develop. So I would say this actually helps in the economy of the country.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations for passing.
I'm actually struggling today.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes left. So you can suggest what you're gonna do. You can ask me questions if you like, but it's fine if you don't.
Ate, I have a question for you. Okay. Do you think a society can benefit if its members have experience of traveling to other countries?
Is this a part 3 question, Christine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think a society can benefit?
Yes. Do you think a society can benefit if its members have experience of traveling to other countries?
Well, in my own opinion, yeah, absolutely, because traveling is learning, and you learn a lot of things when you are in another country. You can learn about their culture, and you can learn how to adjust their, like when you have difficulties in speaking the language, and also to fit in uh, with their culture. So you go back to your country and you can, well, it's not only you. Well, it would be good to start with one person, but if more and more people travels and learn something and bring back some knowledge and can share it with other people, then it's good for the society, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Do you want more questions?
Yeah?
Yes. Okay. I'll just give you more part 3 questions. This is just like a random question because I'm just like going through. Okay. What kinds of things do children learn to do when they are very young? Part 3 question.
What kind of things do children learn? Sorry.
When they are very young. Yes, the topic is revolving around doing new things, new activities, new experiences.
Okay, when children are young, when they are with their family, they learn values, and one is integrity. If the parents set a good example about honesty, children will learn, and they learn more with actions than learning from words. So if parents, even though it's some people, they think that okay, white lie is okay, but children can pick it up quickly, and they will take that into adulthood, and it's not good, because when you are when you're faithful with least, you can be faithful with great things, and if you are not faithful with lesser things, then it's also, you cannot be faithful with bigger things.
Okay, next question. Do you think children and adults learn to do new things in the same way?
No, I don't think so. The reason is children, they are inexperienced, and adults, they have more experience in life. So the things that they experienced before, or they learn a hard way, they won't do that again. But with children being inexperienced, they are if they're not guided by their parents, if there are no fixed guidelines on what to do, they'll just go doing things without thinking, because they don't have any experience. Whether, for example, if a child is not taught not to cross the street just randomly, that he has to be careful, then the child would just run to the street without thinking that there might be a car, or you will get run over by a vehicle. So
Okay.
that's, yeah.
Mm-hmm. More questions, yeah? Sounds good?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. We have
Well,
only
people-
1 minute. Okay.
Okay. When do people give gifts in your country?
Okay.
1 minute.
Weddings, yes. Anniversaries, or just any milestones like graduation day, people would give gifts to their families and friends.
Do you ever take a gift when you visit someone in their home?
Yeah, during dinner, yeah. Okay, that's about it. Okay, guys, bye bye now. YouTube. Bye.